Hello everyone, and welcome to this fascinating and delicious discussion about ice cream. I'm thrilled to have you here as we delve deep into a topic that, let's face it, many of us are passionate about ice cream. But while we all love indulging in a scoop or two or three, it's crucial to understand the science, the nutrition, and the potential health risks behind this frozen delight. Stick with me as we explore the good, the bad, and how to make better choices for our health without giving up on life's sweeter pleasures. The best and worst ice creams in the world. Let's kick things off with a question for you. What is your favorite ice cream? Maybe it's a rich, creamy gelato from Italy, or perhaps you're a fan of the exotic flavors of kulfi from India. Each culture has its unique take on ice cream, and the global variety is astounding. The best ice creams. When we say best, we often mean artisanal, nutrient-conscious, and minimally processed ice creams. Brands that use fresh, organic milk, real fruits, and natural sweeteners tend to be healthier and tastier. Think of a small batch gelato made with pistachios directly from Sicily, or a dairy-free sorbet sweetened with organic honey. The worst ice creams. On the flip side, the worst offenders are often mass-produced, packed with artificial colors, excessive sugar, and trans fats. These ice creams may taste good in the moment, but can wreak havoc on our health over time. Some of these even contain stabilizers and emulsifiers that sound more like a science experiment than dessert. What separates the best from the worst isn't just taste, but also the nutritional profile, the ingredients, and the overall impact on health. The love for ice cream transcends borders, cultures, and age groups. It's a dessert that holds a special place in our hearts, particularly during the hot summer months or when we're seeking comfort after a long, challenging day. Its rich, creamy texture and wide range of flavors make it one of the most popular treats worldwide. Whether it's a traditional chocolate cone, a smooth vanilla gelato, or a refreshing sorbet, the world of ice cream offers something for every taste preference. But what if I told you that the ice cream you so eagerly indulge in might not be as innocent as it seems? Let me take you on a journey through the sweet, yet sometimes troubling, world of ice cream. As much as we enjoy the decadent flavors and the momentary escape it offers from the stresses of daily life, we must also face the reality that what we put into our bodies has consequences, good and bad. Ice cream, in its most processed forms, can carry hidden dangers that affect our health in ways we may not realize. And while the joy of a creamy scoop may be fleeting, the long-term impact of consuming ice cream loaded with fats, sugars, and artificial additives can stick with us for much longer. Why do we love ice cream so much, despite knowing that it can be filled with ingredients we might not necessarily seek out in our daily meals? The answer lies in the way our bodies and minds respond to the ingredients that make up this cold treat. Sugar, fat, and dairy have an undeniable pull on our senses. They trigger the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which makes us feel euphoric. Ice cream offers an immediate sense of pleasure, which is why we often crave it even when we know that we should be mindful of our consumption. But is the fleeting happiness worth the toll it might take on our bodies? The purpose of this discussion is not to demonize ice cream or strip away the joy of indulging in a scoop now and then. Instead, we aim to strike a balance by shedding light on the science behind ice cream, understanding its ingredients, and exploring how overconsumption can lead to health complications. We'll examine the best and worst ice creams in the world, and more importantly, how we can reduce the negative effects of consuming too much of this beloved dessert. Through this exploration, we will also take a closer look at the fats, sugars, and chemical components that make up most commercially available ice creams. We'll uncover the hidden dangers behind certain additives and preservatives, which might affect our health in ways we never considered before. But don't worry, this won't be all doom and gloom. The goal is to help you make informed decisions so that when you do indulge, you can do so in a way that won't sabotage your well-being. By the end of this video, you will have gained insight into how ice cream impacts our health, particularly when consumed in excess. You'll be equipped with the knowledge to make better choices and even explore healthier alternatives. So, sit back, relax, and let's take a deep dive into the delicious world of ice cream and how we can enjoy it without compromising our health. Ice cream is often perceived as an innocent pleasure, something that is to be savored on a warm afternoon or after a particularly difficult day. The creamy texture, the sweet flavor, and the endless possibilities of toppings and mix-ins all contribute to its undeniable appeal. But beneath its charming exterior lies a world of ingredients and processes that can have profound effects on our health if consumed irresponsibly. The fats in ice cream. One of the primary components of ice cream is fat. Ice cream manufacturers use fats to provide the creamy, rich texture that makes the dessert so enjoyable. Dairy fats, which come from milk and cream, are the most common fats used in ice cream. These fats are often composed of saturated fats, which are known to raise levels of low-density lipoprotein, LDL, cholesterol in the blood. LDL is commonly referred to as bad cholesterol because it contributes to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, leading to a condition known as atherosclerosis. Over time, this can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. Premium ice creams often contain higher levels of fat, which contribute to their rich and creamy texture. While this makes the ice cream more indulgent, it also means that these types of ice creams are often more calorie-dense than regular options. For individuals who are trying to maintain or lose weight, this excess fat can quickly add up and contribute to obesity. Obesity itself is a major risk factor for numerous health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Trans fats, which are artificially created fats, are sometimes used in cheaper ice creams to extend shelf life and improve texture. Trans fats are known to be even more harmful than saturated fats because they not only raise LDL cholesterol, but also lower high-density lipoprotein, HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps remove LDL from the bloodstream. The consumption of trans fats is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and inflammation in the body. This is why it's essential to read the labels carefully and avoid ice creams that contain partially hydrogenated oils or other sources of trans fats. The sugar content in ice cream. Sugar is another key ingredient that gives ice cream its irresistible sweetness. However, like fat, sugar can have significant negative effects on health when consumed in excess. High sugar intake has been linked to an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and tooth decay. When we consume sugary foods like ice cream, our bodies quickly convert the sugar into glucose, which causes blood sugar levels to spike. Over time, frequent consumption of sugar can lead to insulin resistance, a condition in which the body cells become less responsive to insulin, requiring the pancreas to produce more to maintain normal blood sugar levels. Over time, this can lead to the development of type 2 diabetes, a chronic condition that affects the body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Additionally, the sudden spikes in blood sugar caused by sugary foods like ice cream can also contribute to feelings of fatigue, irritability, and mood swings. This is because insulin and glucose levels fluctuate dramatically, creating a roller coaster effect in our bodies. If this pattern continues, it can lead to chronic inflammation, which is a precursor to many diseases, including heart disease and certain types of cancer. Furthermore, sugar can also affect the brain's reward system. When we eat sugary foods like ice cream, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This creates a cycle of craving and satisfaction, encouraging us to reach for more. This is part of the reason why sugary foods like ice cream are so addictive, making it difficult to resist the urge to eat them in large quantities. The chemical additives and preservatives in ice cream. In addition to fats and sugars, many commercial ice creams contain a variety of chemical additives and preservatives designed to improve shelf life, texture, and appearance. Some of the most common additives in ice cream include stabilizers like guar gum, carrageenan, and locust bean gum. These ingredients are used to prevent the formation of ice crystals and to give the ice cream a smooth, velvety texture. While these stabilizers are generally considered safe in small amounts, Some studies have suggested that they may cause digestive issues, particularly for individuals with sensitive stomachs. Carrageenan, for example, has been linked to gastrointestinal inflammation and other digestive problems in some people. Other additives commonly found in ice cream include artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and high-fructose corn syrup. These sweeteners are used to replace sugar and reduce the overall calorie content of the ice cream. However, research has shown that artificial sweeteners can disrupt the body's natural ability to regulate sugar levels, potentially leading to increased cravings for sweet foods and a higher overall calorie intake. In some cases, artificial sweeteners have also been linked to headaches, digestive issues, and even an increased risk of obesity. The use of artificial colors in ice cream is also a common practice. While these colors may make the ice cream more visually appealing, some artificial dyes, such as red 40 and yellow 5, have been linked to hyperactivity and other behavioral issues in children. There are also concerns about the potential carcinogenic effects of some artificial colors, though research is still ongoing. Health problems linked to excessive ice cream consumption. While an occasional indulgence in ice cream is unlikely to cause significant harm, consuming it regularly and in large amounts can lead to a variety of health problems. These include obesity and weight gain. Ice cream is calorie-dense, with one serving often containing upwards of 200 calories or more. Regularly eating large portions can contribute to weight gain and increase the risk of obesity. Cardiovascular disease. Excessive consumption of ice cream, particularly varieties high in saturated fats and trans fats, can lead to high cholesterol levels and an increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Diabetes. The sugar content in ice cream can contribute to insulin resistance, a condition that is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Frequent sugar spikes can damage the body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Dental problems. The high sugar content in ice cream can lead to tooth decay and cavities, especially if proper oral hygiene isn't maintained. Digestive issues. For individuals who are lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy, consuming ice cream can lead to bloating, diarrhea, and other gastrointestinal discomforts. Healthier alternatives to traditional ice cream. Fortunately, there are ways to enjoy ice cream without sacrificing your health. Several alternatives have been developed in response to the growing demand for healthier options. Some of these alternatives include low-fat and low-calorie ice creams. These ice creams use reduced-fat dairy or plant-based milk, such as almond or coconut milk, to lower calorie and fat content while maintaining a creamy texture. Sugar-free ice creams. These varieties use natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit, which don't cause spikes in blood sugar. Dairy-free ice creams. For individuals who are lactose intolerant or following a vegan diet, dairy-free ice creams made from coconut milk, almond milk, or soy milk are widely available. Frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt is often lower in fat than traditional ice cream and contains probiotics, which are beneficial for digestive health. Fruit sorbets. Sorbets made from fruit puree and water are a refreshing and lower-calorie alternative to ice cream, though they can still be high in natural sugars. Ice cream is not inherently bad. It's the way it's consumed, the quantity, and the quality of the ingredients that matter. By being mindful of our choices and opting for healthier alternatives, we can continue to enjoy this delicious dessert without sacrificing our health. The key is moderation and making informed decisions about what goes into our bodies. After exploring the nuances of ice cream's impact on our health, it becomes clear that while this beloved dessert offers us moments of indulgence, it also carries with it significant consequences when consumed irresponsibly. Ice cream, in its most indulgent forms, is a combination of sugar, fat, artificial additives, and sometimes chemical preservatives that can negatively affect our health over time. However, the key takeaway is that moderation and informed choices can allow us to still enjoy ice cream without succumbing to the adverse health effects that come with overconsumption. Let's break this down by reflecting on some of the most important points we've covered. First and foremost, the fats present in most ice creams, particularly saturated fats, can lead to the development of cardiovascular diseases. The excessive consumption of these fats raises cholesterol levels, leading to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which can eventually cause blockages and increase the likelihood of heart disease, stroke, and other related conditions. The use of trans fats in some cheaper ice cream brands exacerbates this problem, as trans fats not only increase bad cholesterol LDL, but also reduce the levels of good cholesterol HDL. This means that not only do trans fats raise the risk of heart disease, but they also prevent the body from clearing harmful fats from the bloodstream. Equally concerning is the high sugar content found in many ice creams. While sugar may offer a brief sense of pleasure and energy, it wreaks havoc on our bodies when consumed in large quantities. Excessive sugar intake leads to a spike in blood glucose levels, which can overwhelm the body's insulin response over time. This process can result in insulin resistance, where the body no longer responds to insulin as effectively, ultimately leading to type 2 diabetes. In addition, the constant fluctuations in blood sugar can contribute to mood swings, fatigue, and cravings for more sugary foods. This cycle can make it harder for individuals to control their sugar intake and maintain a healthy weight, increasing the risk of obesity and other metabolic disorders. Aside from fats and sugars, the chemical additives and artificial ingredients used to enhance the flavor, texture, and appearance of ice cream are also worth noting. While these additives may improve the aesthetic appeal or make ice cream easier to manufacture, they often come at a cost. For example, artificial sweeteners may disrupt the body's natural mechanisms for regulating sugar intake, leading to an increased desire for sweet foods and potentially contributing to overeating. Preservatives and stabilizers, though generally considered safe in small doses, can cause digestive issues in some people, particularly those with sensitive stomachs or allergies. Furthermore, certain artificial colors have been linked to behavioral issues in children and, in some cases, have been associated with potential carcinogenic effects. Yet, as we've seen, it's not all bad news. The good news is that awareness is key. The more we understand the effects of ice cream on our bodies, the more we can make conscious choices to mitigate its negative impacts. By reading labels, choosing options with healthier fats, such as those made with plant-based milks or lower-fat dairy, and selecting products with less sugar and fewer artificial ingredients, we can still indulge in our favorite treat without feeling guilty or putting our health at risk. Choosing lower-calorie options or making ice cream at home allows us to control what goes into it, making it easier to avoid unnecessary additives or excessive sugar. There are also a growing number of alternatives that cater to those looking for healthier, more natural options, such as frozen yogurt, fruit sorbets, or dairy-free ice creams, that still offer the same sweet satisfaction without compromising health. This discussion also raises a broader point about the food industry and our role as consumers. We live in a world where convenience often trumps quality, and where products are designed not only to satisfy our immediate cravings, but also to encourage repeat consumption. Understanding the ways in which manufacturers optimize products for mass appeal through the use of fats, sugars, and chemicals allows us to make more informed decisions about what we put in our bodies. But it's not just about knowing what to avoid. It's also about being proactive in seeking out healthier alternatives, advocating for better food labeling, and supporting brands that prioritize quality ingredients and sustainability. The onus is on both us as individuals and on food manufacturers to ensure that what we consume aligns with our long-term health and well-being. In conclusion, while ice cream can undoubtedly be a source of joy, comfort, and nostalgia, it's essential to recognize that it's a treat that should be consumed with care. The fats, sugars, and chemical additives present in many commercially available ice creams can contribute to a range of health problems, from heart disease to obesity, diabetes, and digestive issues. However, with awareness, moderation, and a willingness to explore healthier options, we can continue to enjoy this sweet indulgence without sacrificing our health. The takeaway from this discussion should not be one of fear or guilt, but one of empowerment. By understanding the impact that ice cream can have on our bodies, we are in a better position to make choices that will benefit our health. Whether that means opting for a lower-fat version, making ice cream at home with healthier ingredients, or choosing a fruit-based sorbet, we have the power to enjoy ice cream in a way that doesn't undermine our well-being. Let's embrace the sweet moments of indulgence while being mindful of our health, ensuring that we make the best possible choices for ourselves and our families. As we wrap up this journey through the world of ice cream, let us remember that it's not about completely cutting out the things we love, it's about finding balance. So, the next time you reach for a scoop, take a moment to think about what's in it, how much of it you're consuming, and how it fits into your overall health goals. Because in the end, life is about enjoying the sweet things in moderation, while also taking care of the body that allows us to enjoy them. Ice cream is more than just food. It's a cultural staple, a comfort, and a celebration. But as we've explored, it's important to strike a balance between enjoyment and health. Understanding the ingredients and their effects on our body empowers us to make smarter choices. So, the next time you crave a scoop, ask yourself, is this indulgence worth the potential cost of my health? By choosing high-quality options and consuming them in moderation, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, great taste and good health. Let's keep the conversation going. What's your take on the balance between indulgence and health? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth discussions like this. Let's continue this conversation in the comments. Until next time, don't forget to leave a like,